Another Monday. It's another Monday, and you are here at Black Bottom. So pull up them chairs and let's fellowship tonight. It's going down. So yeah, let's fellowship tonight.
Writing, nobody telling me what to say. This from the brain, from the heart, from the soul, from the streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get the money. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got. I get.
All right, now let's all fellowship. Grab them chairs. Get you some water. Get you some fruit. Roll you up a blunt. Have you a cocktail. Have you a beer. Get you some juice. Just leave them pills alone. All right, let's go.
Minha vida inteira jamais procurarei alguém que uniu meu amar como você. Não tenho medo nem insegurança. O som nascerá, retornará. Tenho confiança na sua tentação, tão conectada como um tendão. Eu tenho confiança na sua tentação, tão conectada como um tendão. Acredito em você, sei que tu tem confiança em você, dúvida tu irá. Sei que tu virá, sei que tu virá, sei que tu virá, sei que estaremos mais conectados dia a dia. Amor seguro, mesmo que o tudo vem, mesmo quando estarei velha, sempre choverei a você.
All right, come on in. It's Monday night. You have Black Bottom, so let's fellowship. Let's go. All right, come on in. Let's fellowship. Let's grab them chairs. Let's get together tonight. It's another night. It's another Monday. Start of the week. Let's get it, y'all. All right, come on in. Come on in. Show gonna start in a minute. Get some water, eat some fruit, roll your blunt, have you a beer, get you a cocktail, get you some juice. Leave them pills alone. Them bugs will kill you. Come on in, let's fellowship.
Cause you seem to forget how much you are hurting me. Do what's right, you say you will, but then you don't. You just don't. You don't care, cause you don't take me seriously. What's there to repair if you don't want to talk to me? You should know your time is up, I'm done. So I put you on a lifetime sentence, and you no longer feel my presence. So we thought I would let this be. Thought you knew me so much better. We're on a lifetime sentence, so now you never feel my presence. So we thought I would let this be. Thought you knew me so much better. So we thought I No, that's right. The words don't mean a thing to me. Sleepless night, your love has left us incomplete. Thinking that your promises will fit so loud. No, that's right. So I put you on a lifetime sentence, and you'll no longer feel my presence. So you thought I would let this slip. Thought you knew me so much better. You're on a lifetime sentence, so now you never feel my presence. So you thought I would let this slip. Thought you knew me so much better. Cause I don't. So you thought I would let this slip. Thought you knew me so much better. So you thought I would let this slip. So I put you on a lifetime sentence, and now you never feel my presence. So you thought I would let this slip. Thought you knew me so much better. You're on a lifetime sentence, so now you never feel my presence. So you thought I would let this slip. Thought you knew me so much better. Thought you knew me so much better.
Let her know, I gotta let her know. She my white horse, she my medical. She like my baby mom, know how to take care of me. Get my baby problems, you gon' regret everything. So I let her know, I gotta let her know. Can't do the front door, I'll be ready for it. And if it's what you want, I'ma give it to you. Yeah, promise, I'ma give it to you. It's that smile. Lord knows I ain't seen that in a while, but it's your style. So something must be up keeping you down. You a queen that must be heaven sent. Pray my soul, I must repent for not telling you what I meant and how I felt. Honestly, I'm used to throwing wishes in the well. My conscience tells me that I could have helped, but I failed. Actions speak louder than words, and that's a lesson that I learned all by myself. Let her know, I gotta let her know. She my white boy, she my medical. She like my baby mom, know how to take care of me. Get my baby problems, you gon' regret everything. So I let her know, I gotta let her know. Get through the front door, I'll be ready for it. And if it's what you want, I'ma give it to you. Yeah, promise, I'ma give it to you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Feel it, baby, stress is all around us. These high ceilings, and I need it, baby. Pressure and make diamonds, I won't steal it, baby. Solid, baby. Hurts to see you crying, know you trying, ain't no lying, baby. When I say I need you, greedy if I have to share you. It was me that all along did you wrong, thinking that I made you beautiful and strong. This toxicity that left me, I feel the day you gone. The most beautiful girl I've ever known. I'll find a way to treat you better. I swear there's no one out there like you. Didn't teach me to be better. My talk is cheap, keep asking what I do. I'll fly to the moon. Hope I'll see you soon. I'll find a way to treat you better. No problem, I'll do whatever. Let her know, I gotta let her know. She my white boy, she my medical. She like my baby mom, know how to take care of me. Get my baby problems, you gon' regret everything. So I let her know, I gotta let her know. Get through the front door, I'll be ready for it. And if it's what you want, I'ma give it to you. Yeah, promise, I'ma give it to you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Da 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 da. La 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 la.
show getting ready to start in a second. So just pull up them chairs. Let's come on in here and fellowship. It's Monday night, and this another Black Bottle. So get you some water, eat some fruit, roll you up a blunt, have you a beer, get you a cocktail, drink some juice, just leave them pills alone. The mugs will kill you. Come on, let's go.
Não é só na vida que a vida não é na janela que se olha. Há uma linha clara perto da saída. Fecha os olhos e você vai ver. Não é só aqui que sol ilumina. Coisas do além que vão além. Quando de repente é coincidência, nem precisa se esforçar pra crer. Apagam as luzes pra eu ver. Saí da onde vim pra poder ser. Você mostrou o caminho pra eu andar. Eu disse é pelo mar que eu vou nadar. Não é só na vida que é a vida. Não é na janela que se olha. Há uma linha clara perto da saída. Fecha os olhos e você vai ver. Não é só aqui que só ilumina. Coisas do além que vão além. Quando de repente é coincidência, nem precisa se esforçar pra crer. Apagaram as luzes pra eu ver. Saí da onde vim pra poder ser. Você mostrou o caminho pra eu andar. Eu disse é pelo mar que eu vou nadar.
All right, now come on in. Come on in. Show getting ready to start in a few minutes. So just come on in, pull up them chairs, and let's fellowship tonight. Get you some water. Get you some fruit. Roll your blunt. Have you a beer. Get you a cocktail. Drink some juice. Get them pills tomorrow. Them ones will kill you.
All in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. So caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been thinking for myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like okay. You never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out of my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Too many space, yeah, maybe you're brave, or you're my weakness. Give and we take, the love that we make, it's my favorite drug. So caught up in your love, I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like okay. You never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out of my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. You got me feeling some type of way. You make me wanna stay in on it. thinking about you. I just can't stop thinking about you. I just can't stop thinking about you. I just can't stop thinking about you.
Hey, here we go, here we go. It's time for the show. Yo, you are here at the Ross Cast. Come on, let's go.
I cannot say what's wrong or right. It's not hard to fool me. 'Cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yeah. Lead the way. I follow. No need to say. But we are heading down, babe. I follow. To the edge of it all. To the edge of it all. So tell your good night. 'Cause I'll find no matter what. Yeah. So set the ball back before the moment flies. So tell your good night. 'Cause I'll find no matter what. So set the ball back before the moment flies. It's not a problem, 'cause I know what I'm getting into. Yeah, nothing can stop me. 'Cause I'm addicted.
Come on in. We are back. Come on in. We are back.
I follow. No need to say. Where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell me good night.
Come on in.
'Cause I'll find a better one. Yeah. So set the ball back before the moment flies. For it flies. So tell me good night. 'Cause I'll find a better one. So set the ball back before the moment flies.
Hey, 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 hey. We are back. We are back. We are back. Just getting a few things adjusted. Happy Monday to everybody. Hope everybody had a good week. I hope everybody had a blessed weekend. And I hope everyone is striving to be the best version of yourself. Peace and blessings to all those that's tuning in. I'm double streaming again. Like I say, I've been doing this for quite some time now until I get some traction on YouTube. But, I'm double streaming on 2 platforms. I'm on Facebook and on YouTube. And for all those that's on Facebook, please go on over to YouTube and subscribe to my page, Black Bottom Roscast. Hit the subscribe, hit the bell button so you can get all upcoming notifications of the things I do. Man, smash that like bell on that like button on Facebook. That keep the algorithm going so my video gets out there and reaches a broader platform and a broader base as far as people. For those that do support me on Facebook, please go on over there to YouTube and subscribe to the page. How's everybody doing this week? Start up another week. It's another Monday. And you are here at Black Bottom Roscast. I am Ross Lee, your humble host. And I hope everyone is doing well. Hope everybody know how I get down on this thing. I'm struggle streaming right now, just trying to build the platform, reach a broader, you know, base as far as here and abroad. So for those that are tuning in, man, thank you for coming. For those that's going to catch wind of it later down the road, man, come follow me on this journey. You know, I'm not red pill. I am not these other little sayings that they want to say about us black men that's on this platform. But I will say I am a black advocate person, and I am here for the brothers. I'm here for us as people, as a whole, but I'm definitely here for the brothers. There are some things that us as brothers need to improve on, focus on, build structures on, and just have more focus so we can live better lives, so we can move further in this here endeavor called the world. We only have one life to live, so it is best that we try to make the best of it and the most of it while we're here. It's a blessing that you're here in the land of the living, because it's a lot of us that are not here anymore. They can't reverse the hands of time. They can't correct their wrongs. They can't atone for their BS. They can't set things straight. They can't give people a better understanding of whatever people know them, why they were here and they no longer here in the lands of the living. That's it. There's no do-overs. There's no getting an extra man on Call of Duty. There's none of that. We have one life to live. When it's all said and done, it's over. But in the meantime, in between time, us as men should strive to do our best to do the best that we can. We're not perfect, and we shouldn't think that we are. But I will say, as long as I've been out here, as long as I've been living, God willing, I've been seeing things and doing things to try to do the best that I can to improve, not only in my life, but in my family's life. Because see, yeah, we're all born as individuals, but as time goes on, we are not here living exclusively for ourselves. For those that believe that they can live their life like that and just be all for self, be all for this, it's just me, myself, and I mindset. I mean, good luck with you with that. I mean, there are people that do that. I've seen people that does that. I know people that live that. But at some point in life, it will behoove us all to embrace the fact that we're not here alone. We're not by ourselves. And somebody else can have bigger problems than you. We all deal with our daily lives and our daily situations and adventures, as you might want to say. Sometimes they're on a high, sometimes they're on a low, sometimes they're on an even keel. But at the end of the day, you should feel blessed that whatever experience that you've experienced, whether it was good or bad, at least you got through the day, you finished the day, you laid rest, and you woke up the next day. There are a lot of people out here that lived chaotic lives, that had chaotic situations go on, said and did chaotic things, laid their head down afterwards, and it was over. Didn't wake up the next day. Didn't have an opportunity to either stand on what they believed in those situations, righted those wrongs, resolve some issues. Hell, fuck it. Slap the fuck out of motherfucker. I mean, whatever. A lot of people didn't have that opportunity to get up the next day to either better themselves or what happened behind them or anything. So we should really, really take heed of the life that we live. We should really understand that no matter what goes on out here, you still have an opportunity to elevate yourself a little better than where you were the day before, the week before, the year before. We all should understand that life is precious. Our actions speak volume. The things that we do and say can affect not only yourself, but everyone around you. We really got to understand how powerful that is. A lot of us take it for granted. A lot of us negate it, ignore it, shun it off. But you got to be aware that what you ultimately put out here in the universe comes back to you. Sometimes it comes back to you 10 times harder than what you put out, depending on what it is, whether it's negative or positive. But trust me, whatever you put out here ultimately comes back. If you're a giving person, if you're a loving person, if you're a person of understanding, you're going to get those things back in abundance. If you're a manipulator, you're a shyster, you're a scammer, you're a punk, you're a bitch ass motherfucker, F-boy as they say, an F-girl, a wench, a slut, a trick. It's going to come back on you. As you put out there, it's going to come back. But before I get started, this here live is sponsored by Ice House. It is sponsored by Duff. Fiji water. Got to put some of that love in your body. God rest in peace to Sinful to P. He preached that all the time in the word of the game. So, what are we talking about tonight? I promise y'all, tonight, I know y'all say this every time, some of y'all that tune in. Oh shit, here you go again. He about to do this shit. He about to talk about a few topics. Then he just gonna just go off the rails and just start ranting. I'm gonna try. Excuse me. I'm gonna try my best to make this a rant-free live stream. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try so hard. I hope I make it, but like I've always told y'all, please don't hold what I say to my heart, because God is not through with me yet, and neither is He with you. So if I do decide to rant, please don't hold that against me. Hell, just let me know, hey man, you're going too far. And for like I've done in the past, you know, for those that's not on Facebook, y'all don't see the actual topic that I have for discussion for the night. It's on my YouTube page. That's why I would really like if y'all go to my YouTube and at least check out the live stream and hit the subscribe and the bell button and, you know, be part of the Black Bottom Broadcast family. And let's just build and fellowship and do what we do, you know. But yeah, I know some of y'all have not seen the topic of the night. And like I've always said before, whenever you felt the need that you might want to chime in, especially on the Facebook side, chime on in, jump on in on the live. If need be that we have a debate and we talk about some things, you don't agree with some things. I mean, I understand. It's not everything that I'm saying you're going to agree with. I understand that. I am not here to be the puppet master, to put strings on you and lead you anywhere. This is not that game back in the day when, you know, y'all was looking for Pikachu and they had you going everywhere and motherfuckers falling off bridges and buildings and bumping into walls and falling off cliffs. I am not here to do that. But we can discuss some things. We can come to some sort of understanding and constantly build and fellowship and network with each other. I mean, I think that's the most important thing that we as people need to do. And I think that's something more and more we're getting away from. I think right now, a lot of us are just being around certain circles and certain people just for the sake of just being around. You're not trying to really, truthfully build something that could be of value, not only to yourself and the circles that you're around, but your legacy, your next generation of people that's up under you that so-called supposed to look up to you and admire you and love you and I mean, hell, idol you, and that's your children. I think if anybody out here that has children and their children don't wholeheartedly adore you as a person, as a protector, as a provider, as someone that shows them unconditional love, if they don't feel that way about you, you really need to look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, shit, why did I even have these children? Because it's the foundation that we give to our children that elevates everything else as time goes on, as the new generations come about and come into their own and become, you know, adults and become people that have to do what we're doing right now. And that's do adult shit. Adulting, as some people might say. A lot of us always complain, man, I hate adulting. But we have no choice. There's no way around it. I can't go back 40 years. Some people can't go back to the time of their childhood. Look at it, remember it, love it, move on. You can talk stories about it all you want until you're blue in the face. Get over it. It ain't coming back. It's not. It's just how it is. Everything moves forward. I just saw something because I hardly, like I said, I'll be on Facebook here and there. I pop in now and again because I got other things going on. So I don't have time to be watching all the the ratchetness that goes on that blue app. Hell, sometimes I don't even be having the time to watch a lot of the things on YouTube like that. But I peek my head in every now and again, and I see what's going on, and I just shake my head. Because it's like we're supposed to get better as time goes on, as more things come our way, more information falls in our lap, more people that we interact with. But it just seemed like more and more of us is just getting dumb and dumber by the moment. The actions that we do out here, the emotional things that we go through and deal with and express, it's gotten to an all-time high. It's already there. We got Code Red. Man, pimp down, motherfucking 411, call the truck. I mean, shit. Get them out of there. Something is definitely going wrong. And for those that's not on Facebook, on YouTube, that don't really know the topic of my discussion tonight, is that men's decisions and modern women's actions. Men's decisions and modern women's actions. I'm not excluding that with just one within our own, circle. But I will say that it affects us all, even the Black community, the Asian, the Hispanic, the Caucasian, whatever, in this country. We're going to break some things down. And if people got any disagreements or input, feel free to add yourself into the mix. We can talk about it. But I'm going to just say these things, and then I'm going to just break a few things down as far as what I've been seeing. We are in a situation where if men don't make better decisions and modern women don't have or do positive actions, we're going to come to a point where the chaos, the dramas, the bullshit, the issues is going to be so great that it's going to cause a lot of people's harm in a lot of different ways. It can harm you financially. It can harm you emotionally. It can ultimately harm you physically if we don't make some adjustments in what we do out here, how we move out here, how we view things out here. If we don't change some things that needs correction, then you're headed for a downfall that you might not get yourself out of. You'll be headed into us and putting yourself in a situation that you're gonna look up and be like, damn, I woke up for this. I came over here for that. I knew you for this. I hung around you for that. For these things to happen. Like I say, men's decisions is very important. Me being a black man and me being a person that actually believes in the black man and the advocacy of us and understand the dynamics of what it is like when you get your purpose, what it is like when you stay on task, what it is like when you interact with like-minded men that's on the same thing, that have the same purpose, that's trying to accomplish a common goal. I've witnessed that when you put yourselves around people like that, your life changes in an upward progression. And it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to know that you're able to take care of things because you've set a standard, because you've set goals. If you don't have a goal every day in life, you pretty much fucking off days and times in your life. If you don't have a goal, there's some people that write their goals down every day, what they want to accomplish for this day. You have some people that write a whole chart of things of what they want to project in the next year, next 5 years, next 10 years. They write these things down, so they can make it reality. Yes. And shout out to my moderator, OG Funside. She been helping me out and trying to help this thing move. And hey, man, I don't ask for nothing, but if y'all decide y'all want to bless a brother with a donation, feel free to hit the Cash App. She's put it in the description. For those that's on YouTube, I haven't posted it. I haven't pinned it in the comments, but I'll do that in a second. But it feels good when you see the constant progression in life that you've set forth to do. You set a goal. You told yourself. You finally just had what they call a moment of clarity, and you just told yourself, this crap that I'm dealing with right now, I ain't about to deal with this shit no more. And I'm going to do the best much as I can to change that, or I'm going to die trying. If you made an effort to try to change your life for the better, and you just kept staying on that, even if it's small progressions, it's still progression. Now you just got to figure out how you can raise it up to a different level and a higher level. I progressed from this point to that point. Okay, now what do I got to do to get to this next point? The best thing to do is surround yourself with other men that are on that level, that have those skills, that have that knowledge. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be ashamed to sit back and observe certain behaviors. It could benefit you in the long run. But see, some of us have this thing we call pride, and we don't think that we can learn shit. We just think we know everything. We just think what we're doing and how we're doing it at that moment is what it is. But then you got to ask yourself, is it working? Is it helping you? Has anything progressed? Has anything changed? I said last week, in order for us to really improve in life and strive forward and be the best version of ourselves, there might have to come a time when you have to change people, places, and things. No matter how long you've been around them, no matter how close you might have thought these people were, this situation was, this place was, this community was, those circles of things was. Sometimes you just might have to change some of that. And what I've always noticed, when you get out of certain circles, certain around, get away from certain people, that's when everyone wants to try to pass some kind of judgment on you. That's when everyone wants to say, "Oh, well, they wasn't nothing anyway. They got out of this because they didn't want this to happen. Or they got out of this because they just couldn't hang. They just couldn't hang. Only the strong survive," as some of y'all said. I've said it too. But I also knew there's a beginning, a middle, and an end, depending on how long it takes. All things come to an end. All things. No one's excluded from it. All things come to an end. Friendships, relationships, status, reputation, money, your life. All things come to an end. But while we're here, it would behoove us to try to be the best part and the best version of ourselves to somewhat enjoy this life, somewhat learn some things, try to improve in things, try to have a better understanding of things. None of us is going to truly know everything from everything in this world. There will be things that we will be totally oblivious of. There will be things that we will be totally ignorant of. There will be things that will totally shock your understandings of shit like that happens. Yeah, that's life. But while we're here, we should really set a focus and a foundation of trying to be better, trying to have better understanding, trying to elevate our lives, trying to teach our legacy to be better than us, not our friend, not some of you sick motherfuckers, sadistic lover. That's another lie for another day. I'm not about to get into all that right now. Like I said, I'm gonna try to keep this a rant-free video as best as I can, man. As best as I can. I'm gonna try. I digress. I will breathe. And I would try to be a more kinder, gentler, more understanding Ross. I'm gonna try. So all I can do is try. And I say, what you put out here ultimately comes back. So if I keep putting that out there, it should come back. But I'm gonna talk about some things. But hold on for 1 second, y'all. A little quick break. I wish I had that screen that go to a break or something. I'll be back. Man, I swear to God, y'all, I need to hurry up and stop struggle streaming. I need some sponsorships or something. When I got to go on commercial break, you know, I can let them handle that shit and do what I gotta do, man. But it's all good. Like I say, I'll get there when I get there. Whenever you put your mind to, you can accomplish whatever you put your mind to. So, hey, you just got to put in the work, right? But anyway, I don't want to get too far off topic, off subject. This is definitely something that us as people need to do, especially as brothers. We got to make better decisions, man, as far as what we're doing. Some of the things I've been seeing online is downright trifling. Like, who raised y'all? Who raised some of us brothers out here? You know, I'm not going to get into a big, you know, free fall about all that. I mean, I've talked about that before. A lot of us see where some of the men has been misguided and not given full, proper instructions to live their life. We all understand the plight of our communities and our families and our neighborhoods and some of our households. I don't have to go into extreme, you know, explanations about that. We know what's going on. We know what's going on, and something has to give. A lot of us not going to change. And that's where I come into the whole thing as far as, you know, the other part of this discussion tonight. And that's men's decisions and modern women's actions. And a lot of you women that's out here, and it's just not in one race, is really becoming a problem. It's really becoming a major issue. Feminists have fucked y'all. Y'all fell for the game, and you got stuck up your ass. Literally. Some of y'all like it, but that's on y'all. But you fell into this mindset, into this culture of independence and hot girlness and thottism. And, you know, some years back, when that word thought came out, some of y'all actually used to get offended by that shit. You know, especially when people like found out what the acronym of thought is, THOT, that hoe over there. Some of y'all used to get offended by that shit. Now y'all embrace it. You call it bald head hoe shit. You call it hot girl summer shit. I have not understood truthfully the concept of some of you ladies that embrace this bald head hoe mentality. I have yet to understand y'all mindsets behind that. So basically what you're telling me is that you're a bald head and you a hoe. Your edges is fucked up. Half your follicles is messed up because y'all be gluing and sewing and gluing and burning and perming and yearning and churning your hair for all these damn years. And your shit can't grow up down. Some of y'all, when y'all take your wigs and your fucking your weaves and shit out, your fucking hair's that long. And y'all proud of that shit. That's interesting. You know, bald head hoe. Y'all like that kind of mindset, huh? Y'all like calling yourselves bald headed hoes and bitches and dots now. Hooker. I done heard that all the time. I've heard that for years. Come on, girl. Come on, hooker. Let's go. This is the things that we say as far as you. Well, this is the things that you ladies say to each other as some kind of term of endearment, right? Just like so many of us has accepted the fact that the N word spelled with an A at the end is some kind of cultural term of endearment. But if anybody other than black people called you that, you'd be ready to fight. Yeah, that's the biggest shit. So don't get mad when they call you that. Because if you're acting like it, you're going to get called out on it. You act like a punk, you a punk. If you act like a mark, you a mark. If you act like a bitch, you a bitch. If you act like that F word, the Skittle crew, if you act like that, you're that. I'm trying, I can tell you, I'm trying not to rant. I'm trying to be a calmer, cooler, more gentler, more understanding of certain things. Because I've heard that certain things I say, it get up under some of y'all's skin. And I'm going to address this before I go further on with what I have to discuss tonight. I simply asked you, Muggs, last week to what I discussed about certain situation to don't go to OG Fun Size complaining about that shit. I don't know what's wrong with you motherfuckers or what ship you came on, what nut you was produced from, what hot night that motherfucker fucked up and made your ass. But what makes y'all motherfuckers think that whatever y'all try to go on the side to talk about me about, it's not going to come back to me? Whether it's OG Fun Size or someone else that actually has respect for me, they're going to come back and tell me these things that you motherfuckers are saying. And I ask myself, I say, self, what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? Word of advice. Word of advice for all of you people that I've come into contact with for a number of years. And I'm talking about years. Like I say, next month I'm about to be 52. I'm sorry. Chopped off a year. I'm happy to be going on 52. But word of advice. And this goes back to my teenage years, long before some of y'all even was in existence in my mind, in my life, in my circle, in my face. When I didn't mess with you anymore, I'm just not fucking with you. I'm going to hardly acknowledge you. I'm gonna probably walk right past you like you don't exist. If I see you somewhere that I'm so happen to visit, and I have this look on my face like I want to take a shit, it's probably because I really felt like shitting on you. You know, I'm just looking like you making my stomach fucking boil over and my ass is itching. I might have this Alabama look in my eye. I mean, you know, if it's like that, if you've noticed me looking at you like that, it's probably because I'm not fucking with you no more. But that doesn't mean that you can't live your life. I can't live my life. We can't just go on off and ride into the sunset and leave each other the fuck alone. You ain't got to keep saying my name. You ain't got to keep asking questions. Because if you really was serious about finding out what was really going on, as any responsible adult would do, is approach the person they have the problem with. But some of y'all are just either some fucking extreme cowards, you're bitch made, you're soft as toilet paper that's wet, trying to wipe somebody's ass. You ever tried to wipe your ass taking a shit and you done put the toilet paper and submerge it in a bucket of water? And see how successful that's gonna be, especially when you just, well, anyway, that's another story. But I asked y'all, don't do it. Now y'all lucky because, you know, she's the type of person that's not really into all the BS. So she ain't say who it was. She just said it was some people that didn't like what I had to say last week. And I'm going to tell you, like I told you last week, I don't give a fuck. I don't care what you think. I told you what you can do for those that just hang around, just to hang around and chime in just to see what so-called dramas might go on in my life. Just understand something. I don't have dramas in my life. I'm doing quite fine. I'm quite content right now. I'm quite satisfied with how things is moving and how things is going in my life. So I can give two shits about what some of you bitch ass motherfuckers think. Stop hitting her with that fuck shit. I'm giving you guys an understanding of this. If there's some problems that you really truthfully have, that you just feel raw about, I will be waiting. Not OG Fun Size, not my mother, not the nigga down the street, not Skillet and Ray Ray, and 4 more white people. Me. Come to me. I'm not gonna do nothing but listen. Figure out what's wrong with you. Try to resolve the issue if we can. If not, go fuck yourself. I'll tell you then. Go fuck yourself. And have a nice day. As long as you're safe, as long as you're doing what you got to do, as long as you're in your mode and your element and your litness and whatever the fuck y'all want to call y'all shit, Man, don't do that shit, man. I ain't stopping nothing. Ain't nothing you got that I won't. Ain't nothing you got that I can't get. Ain't nothing you got that I can't have and more. So don't do you, man. Stop worrying about that shit. Stop doing that. Because in a minute I'm gonna start interrogating her ass and she gonna start giving me names. And then when certain people start seeing me in certain spots that they ain't been seeing me in a while, I'm there for a reason. I'm gonna come holler at you. It's not a threat. I'm just telling you what adults do. They confront situations with the hopes of a resolution. We can handle this like we got some class, or we can, it is what it is. And we're not. Like I said, I'm trying. Lord knows I'm trying. Lord knows I'm trying. I'm trying to be a better version of me. I'm trying to be a more kinder. Tonight, we're just going to talk about a few things, discuss a few things, and I'm going to end this night. I'm not trying to keep y'all too long. But as far as some of modern women's actions, let me just, get into all this. I know some of y'all, a lot of y'all, that's always got y'all fucking facing y'all phones. Y'all been seeing what the hell's been going on here recently over the weekend with this Tierra Allen chick from she originally from Cali, but she is in Houston, that went out there to Dubai. Oh my and my. In a great pie in the sky. Stupid. But anyway, she goes out there. Now, this is a woman that's a female trucker, in which you guys, like I said, you feminists, y'all open the door for all of you ladies to be equal with men. But then get upset when some of you ladies get equal treatment as men. How does that work? I cram to understand the backlash and the kickback from all that. A lot of y'all wanted this equality. A lot of y'all wanted to just be on the level, if not higher, than the men. Now, yeah, there is an old saying that goes that a nation is only as high as its woman, right? But some of y'all have taken that term out of context. A nation is not as high as its woman when a woman is a slut. A nation is not as high as a woman when a woman is combative and argumentative and masculine. A nation is not as high as a woman when a woman does conniving things, manipulative things, always in some kind of drama, always in some kind of strife, always in some kind of issue. A nation is not as high as a woman when that woman don't know when to shut the fuck up. Okay? We're talking about women that believe in family, believe in raising their children to be better than them, believing that the family structure starts with God, the man, the wife, and the children. Okay? A woman is more grounded and more structured and more happier when she understands that the dynamics of life is the Most High, the man, the woman, the children. If you have any resistance in how that structure goes, then I understand why you go through the things that you go through. If you was brought up in a household that told you that you the boss, you a bad bitch, you should be independent, you don't need no man. If you believe in that, always put God first. I don't care how you live your life. I don't care what you believe in. If you don't put the Most High in front of everything, you bogus, man. And you down to fail. You bound to fail. Just a matter of time. It's a matter of time. See, so many people get confused with this religion and spirituality. It's run amok. There's nothing wrong with being spiritually grounded. There is nothing to be ashamed of that you believe that anything that comes through in your life, a greater power blessed you to make it happen. Don't never be ashamed of that. I don't care what you call it. Just call it. Just call it. You know, I don't knock the avid churchgoers that go religiously. I mean, all the time, you know, doing their thing. I mean, hey, that's their thing. Listen, if it's helping them get closer to the Most High, then that's, hey, more power, man. As long as you're doing it for the right reasons. But your decisions and actions, it holds weight. It accounts to the outcomes that go on in your life. Okay. So Miss Tierra Allen, and she's like a IG influencer or whatever the fuck it is. You know, some of y'all use y'all IGs just to try to stunt. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having accomplishments or hitting certain goals or even showing times of enjoyment. Man, I traveled to this place, so hey, we kicking it. So yeah, we taking pictures. We eating at this exclusive restaurant that only a handful of people go to because of the exclusiveness of the restaurant. We just so happen to be there. So man, we're gonna showcase that. I'm in this country that is looked at as such high esteem and high praise and shit. You can't be up in that mug broke. And I'm here. So now I want a high style and profile. All right, that's all good. That's all good. That's all fine. but your decisions and actions can fuck it up. Our decisions and actions as men and women can fuck things up. Let me ask y'all a question. For all you modern women of today, you think you would have been able to go to a place like Dubai 80 years ago? You think you would have been able to freely go to Europe, Africa, the islands during the civil rights movement? What up, what up, what up? Hey, what's up, Nocturnal? Shout out to Nocturnal, one of the FOE DJs. We got it in yesterday. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Big Mike? Hey, man. Hey, you here? Like I always say, for all those that always get late on the live stream, you can always go back and listen to it from the beginning. Or you can just happily go on my YouTube page and type up Black Bottom Roscast and hit the subscribe and the bell button and watch me on there, get my likes up. Man, I need my subscribers. I'm double streaming. I'm on 2 streams. I'm double streaming now. So I'm trying to build the platform. I appreciate all those for coming out. Like I said earlier, I'm not going to be long. I'm going to be strong, but I'm going to try not to rant. But like I said, our actions and our decisions can really mess things up in the long haul. So this girl, calls herself the Sassy Trucker. Decides she wants to be in Dubai with the hopes. Let me get that 10K up. Hey, what's up, Ernie? Thank you, sir, for the love. Thank you for the love. And thank you also for the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, when you put your mind to certain things and you keep focusing, you can make some things happen. I had a very good accomplishment last week, and I never had that at my job. So I'm proud of it. And that's as far as I'm going to go with it. It ain't none of half y'all's business what I did. Just know I did some good shit. Thank you. Thank you, Ernie. I appreciate that. So anyway, she calls herself the Sassy Trucker and all this other stuff. She has this little IG page where she posts a lot of her, adventures as far as in trucking. But for the most part, she thirst trapping. She looked like any other modern woman thought that's out here nowadays. And she was in Dubai. And first off, I guess she was trying to see if they would let her be a truck driver out there. But some of you ladies, and understand this, and Crimson Cure, and shout out to her, because she said this earlier. Some of you ladies got to understand something. For all y'all ladies want to get upset at these passport bros that's going to other countries, some of them setting up shop, building families out there, not even coming back to the States, meeting their wives out there, not bringing them back to the States. Understand this. The reason why that is successful for a lot of these men that have good intentions, to keep that in mind as well. If you got good intentions of what you're doing and where you're going, 9 times out of 10, you're going to eventually find what you're looking for. That's a good decision. A bad action is going out there on some fuck shit. Going out there on some trick body shit. going out there, you know, looking at the people in that country like they're beneath you because we're from America and we're this, we're that. And you're in a whole different culture. You're in a whole different country. You're in a whole different set of laws. If you do some fuck shit, you're going to get put in a bad situation. Okay. Some men have actually put themselves in bad situations, acting outside their body, thinking they can do what the hell they want. But understand this. The reason why passport bro situation is a lot more lucrative and successful than you sorry come lately as passport sisters is that masculinity in those countries are expected. It's expected of a man to be a certain way, move a certain way, do a certain thing. It's expected of certain things. Okay? You Western modern women cannot go to those countries. Think y'all gonna find a husband waiting to excel type shit. I know some of y'all remember what really was the end game with her waiting to excel moment when she got her Jamaican husband, just to come to find out he likes up the ass just like she do. Ain't heard no more from her since then. Huh? Is Tracy McMillan even still around? I don't know. After that, she went to hide. Wasn't nothing else to say. Came up with that bullshit ass shit, waiting to excel. I always joke with some of my peoples. I'm like, man, it needs to be like a sequel movie, but it's made for all men. And it's called Waiting to Make Bail. And I ain't talking about jail. I'm talking about bailing from you motherfuckers. Maybe it might be a passport movie sometime down the road. Hey, y'all come out with that shit, I swear to God, I won't end because I just put that out there. Ain't none of y'all came up with that idea. So if y'all come up with that and I find out and I see a fucking trailer of a movie about brothers that's passport bros and it's called Waiting to Make Bail, I'm coming for y'all. I need my money. I need my check. Don't play with me. If anything, come holler at me. I got some ideas for the script. So it is what it is. But yeah, Miss Tierra Allen found out the hard way that you can't go to certain countries with your westernized actions and attitudes thinking that you don't get away with it. And she got locked up for public yelling. And I know a lot of some of these people that I've been seeing online that's been commenting about it, they all, even her mother and whatever that other guy is that was in an interview with her when they was talking with her mother on one of those local Houston news channels. But it ain't just for women. That law that they got out there in Dubai, it's not just for women. But what they do not tolerate extremely is women getting out their body in public or even period. That's just their culture. I swear to God, all she needed to do was talk to Brittany Griner. And hell, Brittany Griner got locked up and was getting ready to do fucking 10 years just for having some illegal substance that wasn't accepted in that country. They was about to send her off the river for 10 years. And because she has some status and some backing, somewhat political, somewhat in the entertainment and sporting world, she got out that jam. if that was Tierra Allen that did that in Russia, she wouldn't be getting out. They wouldn't be making no swap with some Russian criminal in the States with her, and she'd be locked up. She ain't got the money, the status, or the support that's gonna get her up out this jam. I feel bad, but I don't feel sorry. Cause see, this is what happens, ladies, you modern ladies, when y'all don't know when to shut the fuck up and be a woman. First off, any woman that go into Dubai that's not with their husband or their family, you're only looked at over there for one thing, and that's to get shitted and pissed and fucked on. All you ladies on Instagram that be posting all those beautiful pictures of you in these elaborate houses and cars and restaurants and storefronts and whatever. Yeah, you got paid to go out there to get rotted out and degraded. Well, yeah, that's really the main thing as far as Brittany Griner. Also that some countries don't really approve of some of you people's sexual lifestyles. And there's nothing that you can do about that. That's their country, that's their culture, that's their laws. That country don't condone men being women and women being men. They don't condone that same sex shit out there. So yeah, she really got stuck to it because she's a part of the Skittle crew. But like I said, because she has some status, she has some somewhat small political backing and support from entertainers and sports, athletes and shit, she got out that jam. If she was Shaniqua Miller, she'd still be up in that bitch for the next 9 years. She learned her lesson. She said she ain't never going back. You be stupid. Should have went to Moscow. You've been better off. Know your history. Don't go to Russia. No. I won't say Moscow. She should have went to the Soviet Union. She'd been better off. But in certain countries, the patriarch does run it. This feminist monarchy living that y'all want to try to have here in the States is killing this country. I blame the feminists. I blame the participants. And I blame the politicians. This is why more and more men are leaving this country. They're tired of the bullshit. Don't respect manhood. Don't respect the actual supposed to be leader of your house. Y'all don't respect it. Your thought ass mama told you different. Your whole ass auntie told you different. Your fast ass sister told you different. Some of y'all, even your punk ass grandmama done told you different. But y'all don't need men. Get a man for everything you get, especially if he fucks you over. This woman is learning a hard truth of humility. And this is something that you ladies take for granted in this country every damn day. Your fucking mouth. A lot of y'all get away with the shit. Some of y'all don't. Some of y'all just run across that one situation and that one person that will split your shit. Yeah, they're gonna go to jail behind it, but you fucked up. Some of these people that you put them to that point or bring them that far over the edge, some of them not even gonna care. They'll deal with that. I have not quite heard all the story about that. I'm gonna look into that more as far as the story about that lady who was supposed to have gotten kidnapped for checking on a toddler. I'm gonna check more into that. I don't really have. I can't speak on something I really don't truly know about. So, you know, all I can say is, I mean, shit. Was she in the wrong for doing that? I mean, it was. I mean, you know, what's the whole details? But like I said, I'll you know, after this, I'll look into that. You know. Oh, wait a minute. Is this that about that girl that was so-called missing, but then they found her? Is that what you're talking about? I forget her name. She had some strange name somewhat, but I think I just saw something about that today. That they okay. Then I did run across it. I just didn't get all in depth, but yeah, rumors and words has been whispering around it that whole shit was some kind of a hoax. So obviously, it was some kind of hustle behind that. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of hustle behind it. You know, it's crazy. Like I say, instead of us trying to really be focused on what's really important in our lives, so many of us want to fucking scheme, hustle, scam, steal, manipulate, lie, because social media has gotten so big for motherfuckers. So many of these different platforms can expose you to so many people, and you can just say any old kind of bullshit that gets some kind of sympathy, whether it's true or not. Motherfuckers take advantage of that shit. Like I say, man, that's worse than crack now. Clout chasing, worse than crack, worse than heroin, worse than being an alcoholic. Clout chasing. And you know what happens to, or what's happened to a lot of us that clout chase too much? The actions that you did, it didn't end well for you. You're sitting up there somewhere in the ground stanking, being fertilizer for someone's grass, being worm food. That's what a lot of clout chasing gets a lot of people. There's nothing wrong with wanting the best for yourself and wanting to achieve good things. But doing it just for the sake of trying to impress someone else other than your children and your family means nothing. I'd rather do something for my children and my legacy and my family more than me trying to impress some motherfucker out here in the street that don't get two shits about. So this little lady here, this Tierra Allen, you know, she's learning the hard way about trying to so-called be a media influencer, a so-called truck driver, and a woman that don't know how to shut the fuck up in a foreign country. She's finding out the hard way. Sorry, women. And this is from all ethnic backgrounds. Sorry, ladies. We live in a society in the world where you need to stay in your place as a woman. Not saying you can't be intelligent, not saying you can't be strong, you can't be smart, you can't have some form of wits about yourself, but know your fucking place. I didn't make the rules. I didn't structure the world. I just live in it. Just like men gotta conform to certain things, like, you know, when you get pulled over by the police 3 o'clock in the fucking morning and you've been drinking and smoking and you trying to get up out that jam, the last thing your ass need to do is be talking shit. That's the last thing you need to be trying to do. You got open liquor in the car. You done open up the window. It's been like you've been hanging out with Cheech and Chong and the cartel and them. And then you want to have an attitude? Man, what the fuck you pulled me over for? Nigga, really? No. And Mike made a good point. A lot of these women don't know. They just don't understand that what is acceptable here ain't acceptable in other countries. For all these countries that some of y'all be wanting to make these TikTok videos and these hate speeches and these hate pieces about the passport bros, so-called being dusty, y'all don't want them, they broke, but they going over there messing with them foreign women, whether they're in the Dominican Republic, Colombia, Thailand, Vietnam, Europe, places that have a family structure where the man is the head of the house. You know, there are some parts of Asia, if you were a woman that's not married and you was out there thotting it up and you just had kids out of wedlock, you asked the fuck out. You are asked the fuck out. No, there's no child support. No, they're not about to give you no government assistance. You're not about to get no food stamps. You're not about to get housed for the free. Your ass is on your own. As hard as a lot of us want to really understand, because I know all of us ain't perfect. Some of us have been in situations. Some of us are baby daddies, and some of us are baby mamas. a lot of us didn't get this teaching coming up, or if we did get that teaching coming up, we were too fucking hard-headed to realize it and respect it. So we had to find shit out the hard way. You know, when your mama told you stop fucking touching that stove, it's hot. You just won't touch it anyway. The old saying goes, a hard head makes a soft ass. No, a hard head make a broke ass, especially for us men. Dealing with this one and that one and this one and that one. Being reckless with your seed. Ain't none of us out the water with that. A lot of us brothers fucked us, made bad decisions. Made bad decisions. And the actions that came from it was not agreeing to a lot of us. We have to live and learn. I can say these things because I've experienced certain things that if I would have made a better decision, if I wasn't thinking so immaturely, so recklessly, then I probably wouldn't have been in those situations. I don't regret them. Hell, my two oldest, they grown. We have a relationship, they doing their thing, I'm doing my thing. Hey, they living their life. You know, got my two youngest. That's what I'm focused on. Making sure they straight too. You know, like I said, a lot of us ain't perfect. A lot of us didn't have opportunities to be influential in our children's lives. And that could be a detriment to those children. So at the same time, us as men, we got to make better decisions of who we lay with, who we, you know, be reckless with our seed with. I know it's hard for a lot of us to grasp that, but yeah, sometimes we just got to just think with another head besides the one that we want to think with. Just because she look a certain way, talk a certain way, walk a certain way, do that, those tricks that we all like, just because they do that don't mean that's the person for you. That was just the person for the night. Like I say, our decisions and actions make a very big difference in life. But before I go any further, because like I said, I wasn't about to go on and on with the whole thing. I just wanted to bring that up and talk about that. And just a lesson to be learned, you ladies. You ladies, change your actions as far as how you conduct yourself out here, man. See, y'all lucky y'all here in the States. These laws and these politicians, they cater to your sorry ass. You know, the ones that really don't give a fuck, the ones that's always in drama, issues, fights, war style. This country for you, man. Some of the ratchetest hoes is in entertainment, music, television, sports. And some of y'all ratchet as shit. Y'all get praised here for being a bum ass ratchet bitch. Consider yourselves lucky. Eventually that time will come to an end. But I'm gonna end this. I had a few other things I was going to talk about, but I'm not going to bring it up right now. I'll bring it up on the next live stream. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I didn't want to stay too long on here. I just wanted to talk long enough, you know, just to get those points across, you know, and have a better understanding as far as what we got going on. We definitely got to do better as far as how we're we're doing things, especially the decisions that we make, the actions that we do, the circles that we intervene in and socialize in. We got to do better behind that, y'all. We got to do better. So, like I said, I'm gonna wrap this up. I really appreciate all those that tuned in. For those that's on Facebook, go to my YouTube page and subscribe to Black Bottom Ronscast. Hit the subscribe bell button. Hit the like while you're at it too, so I can build the platform. I really appreciate all those coming out. You are here at another Black Bottom Ronscast. And I am out. And as the words of Simple the P, God rest his soul. I want you to live as long as you want and never want as long as you live. Peace out, everybody. Next week, we'll talk about. Everybody have a blessed remainder of the week. Stay safe. Try to be better in life. Every live, every Monday, 8 p.m. Central. Tune on in, y'all. Let's build the platform. Let's fellowship. Let's engage more. Thank y'all for all for coming out. Thank y'all for the ones that didn't say nothing. It's all good. I know you're watching. Yes, sir. You are here at the Black Bottom Ronscast. And we are out of here. Shout out to all those that tuned in tonight. Give me their thoughts. It was a stone gas, honey. We'll be at it again next week. Everyone have a blessed week, a positive one, and we